2, 1. Yeah! You already know.
I'm Karam.
Know what I'm saying? Young and Hungry Podcast. We out here for episode
6.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're gonna be spilling some sauce today.
We haven't introduced ourselves.
Oh man, my bad. My name is Outwitting Designer. You already know what it is.
Success with Sunday, guys.
You know what I'm saying? We out here, for yet another one. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out for the love. Shout out for the comments y'all been leaving, the likes. It means stacks. And even on
subscribers too,
the
bro.
Subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, highly appreciate it. If you're watching this, we appreciate you, man. I wish we could like you back, like to the screen, but we can engage on other social media platforms as well. Instagram at Ari Designer, at Sanele _ Success with Sanele. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter. I don't know if are you on any other social media platforms, my brother?
Yeah, bro. Success with Sanele on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Ari the Designer on Twitter as well. No underscores there. TikTok at Ari the Designer.
I'm still gonna start my own TikTok.
Yes, sir. And
people have been telling me to do a TikTok
for a long time.
I think I have to start doing it. I'm thinking I was late on doing it.
So. Yeah. Definitely.
It's never too late. Man.
Never too late, man. But we out here. Let's not waste no time. We're gonna get into it, bro. Hey, so my brother's gonna start it off right now. We're gonna be talking about Napoleon Hill's
Outwitting the Devil. Basically, it's a summary, guys. I've been reading this book about Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. It's very informative in a very prestige way. So let me get started with it and not drift, right? So it says there are millions of people in the world who have not the slightest conception of the causes of success and failure. The school and colleges teaches nothing or practically everything except the principles of individual achievement. And that is true. And I'm sure you all know that, okay? They require young men and women to spend from 4 to 8 years acquiring abstract knowledge, but do not teach them what to do with this knowledge after they get it. The world is in need of a practical, understandable philosophy of achievements organized from the factual knowledge gained from the experience of men and women in great university of life. My experience has taught me that a man is never quite so near success as when that which he calls failure has overtaken him. For it is on occasions of this sort that he is forced to think, right? If he thinks accurately and with persistence, he discovers that so-called failure usually is nothing more than a signal to rearm himself with a new plan or purpose. And most failures are due to limitations which men and women set up in their own minds. A negative mindset and a self-doubt can be primary obstacles to success.
That's a fact.
So we come to the fact of the devil now. Right? There's something to speak about on what I was saying.
Yeah. It goes back to, I think it was episode 4 where we spoke, or 5 where we spoke. No, episode 4 where we spoke about like the power of thoughts. That negative mindset can really be a holdback, because a lot of the stuff that's going on in our lives that we deem as a failure are usually in our head, based on what's up here. So the more we're able to fix what's up here and our interpretation of it and our perception of it, the closer we can get to making success more probable.
True. Okay, so now the interesting part. So Napoleon Hill has an interview with the devil. Right. Interview with the devil.
In the book.
In the book, Outwitting the Devil. It's called Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, because you can download it. It's on Google. It's a PDF form. You can get it. It's free. It's a very interesting book. I like it a lot. So it says whether Napoleon Hill really did have interview the devil, or was it his own experiences or his mind that controlled him? It is all up to us to think whether it is those three types of things, right? So the devil, Napoleon Hill says, the devil controls 98% of the people of the world. 98% of the people of the world. And the devil is not in human form, but a spirit of a negative energy for it to make sense. It is easy for the devil, #negative energy, to influence people. And that through fear, poverty, ill health, criticism, and all other sorts. This negative energy also indulges in one's mind. For there are only two energies in this world, a positive energy and a negative energy. And it's far easier to get into the negative side of energy. Through birth, a woman who is about to conceive a child, what type of thoughts did that woman have while she had a child in her womb? Was it negative or was it positive? And when the child comes out, the child doesn't listen to what a parent says, but the child implements and follows the actions of the parents, of what the parents is doing, and it becomes something of a habit, right? Of a habit, right? So, whether it's positive or negative, right? If it's negative, the devil has almost all the control of that child. Also in school, teachers teach children to memorize words in order for them to succeed. That for me is thinking for someone else and not thinking for yourself. Teachers do not teach that, so the devil enters. And even with religion itself, teaching people to fear the devil, right? I don't fear the devil. We supposed to fear God. Why should we fear the devil?
That's a
Because
fact.
we can conquer the devil, right?
That's a fact.
Religion teaches that we must fear the devil.
Depends on which religion.
But
I'm speaking just from Christianity. It
Yeah.
doesn't teach that.
well, in my religion, I'm in my church, Catholic church, Catholic church. They teach you to. When I was in like Sunday school,
Word.
they were teaching that you must fear the devil,
Word.
stay away from the devil, and stuff like that. The devil's not good. The devil's that whatsoever.
Can I push back on that real quick?
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between staying away from something that's negative and fearing it. But if they are teaching you to fear it, then they adding power to him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
It's absurd, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So you mustn't fear the devil. I don't fear him. You know, because the devil, as I said, is not human form. He's in the mind. You know? I fear God, bro. That's the person who I fear, and I cherish him and I love him, right? But to get onto it, right? As I said, religion teaching people to fear the devil, which is the second most manipulative thing the devil would do. And if you want to know the first will be poverty.
Man,
Poverty, bro.
man.
Poverty. So the negative energy, so-called devil, causes men and women to drift on every subject through he can control independent thoughts and action. One of the devil's tricks is laziness. Being lazy and doing nothing productive. You allow the devil to manipulate you and control you. Take, for example, dominating thoughts. The devil can cause people to drift into the habits of thinking negative thoughts. This then leads to negative acts and fears, thus paving the way for the devil to enter and control people's minds. When the devil moves in, he does so by appealing to people through pulpits, the newspapers, the moving pictures, aka the televisions, the radio. By this, the devil causes to do their thinking for them because they are too lazy and too indifferent to think for themselves.
Can I say something on that point?
Yeah.
Just hold that point where you were at. I can tell right now somebody is like listening to this and they're already feeling that fear of that feeling of fear. You know, that's a tool to sort of like set you off. You know, example. I'll give you this example. The Bible says, in the Bible, God says, "For I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind."
Sound health and mind, yeah.
Like it literally says that. I think it's 1 Peter 5:7. I could be wrong, but anyways, I just wanted to address for that person who's feeling fear. Just know that there has been probably systems around that have taught you to adopt that fear, but that fear is not from God. Facts.
Exactly, it's from the devil.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Continue.
So laziness plus indifference equals procrastination equals drifting. So basically,
snap.
the devil controls the mind of the man only because they neglect or refuse to control and use their minds. Poverty, like physical illness, is a contagious disease. You find it always amongst the drifters, never among those who know what they want and are determined to get it. Right? So the devil has no control over the non-drifter, present or past. The devil controls the weak and not those who think for themselves. In brief, the drifter will work harder to get out of thinking than most others work in earning a good living.
They're gonna hate us for this.
On the other hand, the non-drifter, which is not controlled by the devil, which is on the positive side, will always engage in something definite through some well-organized plan, which is definite. He has a major goal in life towards which he is always working, and many minor goals, all of which lead towards his central scheme. The tone of his voice, the quickness of his steps, the sparkle in his eyes, the quickness of his decisions clearly mark him as a person who knows exactly what he wants and is determined to get it, no matter how long it may take or what price he must pay to get it. Right?
Yo, okay, no, finish off and then I'm gonna jump in.
He is an inspiration to all who come into contact with his mind. The major distinguishing feature of the non-drifter is this: he has a mind and he uses it for all the purposes. The mind is nothing more than the sum total of one's habits. I'm done. And that's the truth.
Wait, you gotta put a silent pause on that.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Jump in.
I was writing what I felt my intuition told me to write so that I can speak to the people, right? In the book, you'll find that Napoleon Hill was having a conversation with the devil. The devil hates the truth. Right? So if you are watching this and you're hating the content that I'm giving you, the knowledge that we giving to you,
Please don't switch off
right?
yet.
Please don't switch off yet, right? Please take it into accord and register it in your mind. Try to read the book, understand it, learn to not be a drifter, learn to always seek the side of positivity and keep away from the negative side, because it's easy for the devil to manipulate you, right? Because he controls 98% of the world.
According to Napoleon Hill, yeah.
According to Napoleon Hill, yes. And that I also believe, bro.
Yo, okay, stay tuned, please. The good part is coming. I promise. Like there's We won't leave it on the negative side, not at all. You know what I'm saying? So, are you done for it? I want you to finish off first before I jump in.
I'm done, bro.
Yo, okay, so look, there's a positive side. The whole purpose of this platform and this podcast is, to propel towards success. We define success in different ways, but whatever it is, to propel you in that direction. So, peep, right? That thing that he said, laziness plus indifference equals drifting.
Procrastination equals drifting.
Equals procrastination equals drifting. You know what I'm saying?
Drifting from what you were. Let's say you had a purpose, right?
Yep.
You're drifting now.
You're heading away from it.
You're heading away from it. The devil is conceiving you. He's getting into your mind.
And then eventually you're not being effective and you don't feel fulfilled.
Exactly.
Which leads to a gap. That unfulfillment leads to a gap. Now, people, I'm going with this, right? If anybody's struggling with pornography, this is serious. I gotta take it there. If anybody's struggling with alcohol,
he also speaks about alcohol and cigarettes.
That
the devil can manipulate you by alcohol and cigarettes, but mostly cigarettes, because cigarettes it
don't turn off yet.
Cigarettes basically breaks down your imagination. Oof. It breaks down your thinking. It breaks down you know what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Exactly. Basically, cigarettes is the most thing than alcohol.
That is crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm going with this, right? You see, there's different weapons, and they're so sly, and they're all legal. But anyways, not going there. But check here, right, peep. Whether you're battling with pornography or some sort of addiction, alcohol addiction, cigarette addiction, marijuana addiction, which we may not may not even be, the society may not even consider it an addiction, But if you can't stop, gotta consider that, But anyways, or depression, or sexual addiction, or whatever it may be, the various types, it's possibly because some laziness crept in, some indifference. Indifference, for those who don't understand what that means, is basically to not have a care. But just to not have a care about whatever's going on today. Man, whatever. And then that leads to that procrastination of what you want to do that will fulfill you, and then you drift away from that. And then that gap, now you gotta feel something in that gap. And usually that thing that you feel is something that's gonna stimulate how you feel in your body: pornography, alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana, Xanax, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's levels to the substance or the gap filler, right? So even depression, it's partially because of that. You know what I'm saying? That gap in terms of fulfillment can cause that depression. So now it's like, yo, what we saying here, and the importance of this episode, and in terms of outwitting now this influence that's in your mind, is to be, one, conscious about it, and two, find ways to combat it, right? Now there's different ways to combat it, right? For me, I'll give an example, right? What works for me, you know what I mean? Like when I recognize a negative thought, and you don't always recognize a negative thought. After this video, you will start noticing those negative thoughts, such as, hey, but this thing doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's a negative thought.
That's a negative thought.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna.
Some negative thoughts are even subconsciously. You don't even
there's
know
no
them,
jobs. There's no jobs.
It's
in
There's
South
no
Africa.
opportunity.
There's no opportunity.
Nothing, basically.
Yeah, but there's different things. Like I'm not good at this. Like let's say you're a soccer player, or for me as a fashion designer, let's say you're a fashion designer and I'm not good at sewing. All of those things are like very subconscious, and they play in your mind. And then now that you're gonna identify those negative thoughts that are creeping in your mind, you gotta pull them down. For me, what I do is I say, and this may work for you, may not. This may work for you. I say I cast that thought out in Jesus' name. Why? Because let's do this the simple example, right? Let's do the simple example real quickly. I'm gonna end and then pass it back to you, right? So I want you to count in your mind, right, up to 10, right? You can also try this, my brother. All right, cool. 3, 2, 1. Start counting from 1 to 10 in your mind. And when I tell you to say something, say it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Start counting in your mind. Now say your name.
Sanil.
What happened to the counting?
It stopped.
So sometimes you gotta speak what you wanna see. Sometimes you gotta speak the opposite of that negative thought. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta equip yourself with the tools in the form of truth and knowledge in order for you to be able to combat that. We really, bro, I'm telling you, we really, like, it's important for people to be free. We're not perfect ourselves. We figuring this out as well.
We're learning, guys.
We're learning. We're learning together.
We're not perfect.
Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. You know, so it's this society, we're all learning together. You know what I mean? And it's different things. But if you don't get these things under wrap, you're just going to get deeper and deeper and deeper in the hole. And we all know in our deep in our spirit, we know that we want to be free, liberated, and powerful. Exactly. Because that's how we were created.
Exactly. And God gave us a mind. You know,
that's a fact.
God created
a powerful
the trees,
one.
God created the heavens. He created the earths and the universe and stuff like that. And everything else was created by human by people.
Yeah.
Basically, by the
using the
minds.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, guys. So basically, just always stay positive. What I do is in the morning when I wake up and before I go to sleep, what I say is each and every day in every way, through the grace of God, I'm getting better and better.
Power.
So if you stick to that, you'll be
power.
Fine. So that's it for today's clip.
Yeah, that's it for today. Man, if you stayed here, you are a winner, man. Just like this Winners Club, baby. You know what I'm saying? Winners Club. You are a winner. You know what I'm saying? If you stayed this long, you are a winner. And man, we're in this circle. It's a really tough conversation, I know, but you thugged it out, and you have the tools, and you are equipped, and you do value. You do matter. You are of high value. You matter to God, society, and to your purpose.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The fact that you're still living today, the fact
it's
that
evidence.
You're struggling, but you're living, and God made you wake up in the morning.
Man,
you have a purpose,
man. It's evidence.
Do not be conceived by the negative energy, man. Come on.
The fact that you even going through stuff is because you matter.
Exactly.
And if you were to break out, you's a problem.
You know what the devil said in Napoleon Hill, because we're wrapping up right now, but I want to say this. Napoleon Hill said that the devil said to Napoleon Hill that people usually when they fail, when they meet with failure, they tend to fail twice or 3 times. They end with
after that, whatever they were doing,
finished.
Yeah.
You know, so failure is part of success, guys. You've got to fail. You've got to learn from failure, and you've got to take that failure and process and learn from where did I make my wrongdoings and stuff like that, and it will help you a lot. So, anyways, shout out guys. Suddenly, are you the designer? We'll see you soon.
Please don't forget to like, comment,
and please comment with us and speak with us.
Yeah,
if you need
man.
More information on this, we will speak
comment
on the comments.
Right there.
And please subscribe, guys. We value you. We love you.
Yes, sir.
Namaskaram.
Yes, sir. Comment.
See you on the other side.
Yes, sir.